exciting.
Are you saying the government doesn't make things better? I'm just kidding. I'm going to open it up to questions in a minute. So a couple more questions here, and then take your chance with these incredible experts on stage. Volen, what do you see as the future? Where's your magic 8-ball?
I think I called you Todd earlier, so I'm sorry, Stuart. I think a lot of what he was saying actually is on brand. Actually, part of the reason I even joined Mastercard is because I ran like an NFT music company before, but I realized that tokenization is basically a capsule for value or data or whatever. So I have family members in traditional banking, and at first they thought this is all funny money, it's nothing serious, we don't touch on any of that stuff. To your point, I think their bank is one of the ones that kind of got caught with their pants down a little bit because they weren't working in any of this space. So that's why I actually joined Mastercard, because I wanted to work at an institution that was committed to figuring out how this multi-rail digital currency future works, right? And how it connects with our existing financial infrastructure. Because I think for us to get to what Stuart was talking about, there's going to take several years of this kind of integration period where there's going to have to be a level of education for consumers and their options once tokenized assets are made available to them by their financial institutions. Before we even get to that, I think there's a level of education that needs to happen at the institutional level, because still so many financial institutions are way far behind on how this stuff works. And I think that's where networks such as ourselves can play a role to kind of be that interoperability layer, because we already have a network of merchants that we're connected to, hundreds of millions across the world. We have a network of financial institutions that we're connected to, and we're building this technology actively, right? We just invested in BBNK as a stablecoin orchestration layer, basically. We built our own products on chain, and I think part of the future to get us to that point would be to have some of these kind of transitional players like Mastercard that can help connect traditional financial institutions, consumers, and merchants to these new rails, and kind of do it seamlessly. Because to me, the only way it's going to work is if it's, like you said, it's almost like a UX UI thing, more so. Make it easy, understandable, simple, stupid for the consumers, but use these new rails in the back end to actually move value, program, and use smart contracts, so like where conditional payments, things like that, which before it takes a number of signups can actually be automated. So to me, that's where I think a lot of this is going. Agents are going to play a part of it as well. They're going to be transacting for us online. So I think all of these things are agentic, and crypto blockchain stablecoins are going to basically be interwoven as part of the future.
It's most of the change that has to happen. Yes, there's tech change, and that's hard enough generally. Like I'll talk from a banker's perspective. Like making change in tech's hard.
Just updating APIs takes a year.
But what Volen's correctly describing is it's an operating change, right? Because this is not like a project that you give a tech team to go implement. You have to have risk management involved in that. You've got to understand what's going to happen to liquidity here. You've got to get the people comfortable with it. It's a wholesale change rather than a tech upgrade.